Are you kidding me? Breaking news when it comes to Manny Pacquiao. And not only him, but Manny Pacquiao promotions. Yes. First of all, we hear the breaking news yesterday that they win the purse bid between IBF featherweight champion of the world, Angelo Leo, in a mandated world title fight against number one contender from the IBF rankings, Rahi Salim, to be put on a Manny Pacquiao promotion card. Yes, they won the purse bid. Not only did they got, in 2 weeks coming from now, a great main event between Elijah Pierce and Alonzo Parra, but Kermel Moton, an 8-0 young phenom, who was supposed to be under the Mayweather Promotions banner. Mayweather seems like he got, more important things going on right now. Kermel Moton is looking to fight, and now is fighting under the Manny Pacquiao promotion banner. And not only is he winning purse bids out here for guys like Angelo Leo, who I can't wait to see get back inside this ring, arguably could be the best featherweight champion in the world. I know it's a hot take, but it's very, very possible. You're talking about a guy who's coming off fighting Tomika Kamada, who was a half Japanese, half Mexican, come forward, Mexican style type fighter. It went to decision, but before that, Angelo Leo was coming off arguably one of the greatest KOs in boxing history against Luis Alberto Lopez in his hometown of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Knocked him out with a huge left hook in round 10. And finally, when things is getting hot in the division, Bruce Carrington just beat Nick Paul to become the WBC featherweight world champion. Angelo Leo getting the ball rolling. And not just that, but breaking news, that 47-year-old Manny Pacquiao, who's only fought one time since 2021, which was the draw against Mario Barrios back in 2025. Before that, a loss to Yordenis Ugas back in 2021. Is competing in a 10-round exhibition fight taking place in Las Vegas against who? The Siberian Rocky. Yes, Ruslan Provodnikov. Ruslan. I'm going to tell you right now. He's a come-forward, goddamn fighting machine. They call this guy the Russian Rocky, the Rocky Siberian, the Siberian Rocky, because of his absolutely come-forward pressure, the ability that he has to be down in every single round and come back in the last couple of rounds and score a knockout win. A guy who's been in huge fights, winning the WBO junior welterweight title at one point in his career, losing it to Chris Algieri the fight after. That Chris Algieri fight was an absolutely ridiculous fight. He beat Mike Alvarado to win that WBO welterweight fight. If you don't remember Mike Alvarado, look him up in those Brandon Rios fights. Absolutely classics. Mexican-American phenom. And also fought in a war with Chris Algieri. But what about the Timothy Bradley Jr. war? Timothy Bradley versus Ruslan Provodnikov. My goodness, I'm telling you right now, Ruslan, horrible defense, horrible defense. That's why a guy like Chris Algieri, who was coming from the world of kickboxing with no amateur experience, at least compared to, guys who are fighting amateurs at the age of 6 or even starting at the age of 14. No, Chris Algieri went in there and absolutely outboxed this guy coming from a kickboxing background. It's very, very possible, and I wouldn't say easy, but an easy thing to do to move around the ring and compete against a guy like Ruslan. Now, it wasn't easy for Timothy Bradley, and I'll tell you what, it wasn't that easy for Chris Algieri, but he's 45 years old now. If you have great movement, you can beat this guy. But if you stand in the pocket and leave yourself up against the ropes, Ruslan is as dangerous as any fighter that's ever fought in the junior welterweight division. If you stand there and chuck with him, he's a dangerous fighter. If you use the movement and footwork, you can beat Ruslan, which I see Manny Pacquiao doing, man. But to see, Ruslan Provodnikov come out of retirement and possibly fighting a fight with Manny Pacquiao, Pac-Man, which we maybe could have happened back in the days, right after Chris Algieri had beat Ruslan to become the WBO welterweight champion. Right after that, Manny Pacquiao fought Chris Algieri and beat Chris Algieri to get that WBO welterweight title. So back then to now, it's a fight that we're finally getting. It's definitely going to be action-packed. I don't know how they're going to take an exhibition and, if it's going to be 100% full throttle, but I would think going in there against a dangerous guy like Ruslan and a legendary fighter like Manny Pacquiao, this is going to be a real fight. And it should be a great one, man. Let me know what you guys think about the breaking news. This is the MMA Boxing Addict Shadow reporting to you, and I'm